Hello there, here we are in my filing cabinet and I'm going to show you how I've been organizing all the amazing resources I've been finding or a couple that I've made. This is hosted on an app called Notion. It's completely on the cloud. And originally I actually used it to organize my recipes, but then soon I started to organize basically everything with it. I won't talk too much about how many things you can do with Notion, but one thing that sets it apart from more traditional filing systems with folders, whether that's virtual or not, is its flexibility. My resources are filed in a database that can be sorted in many different ways, and it makes it very easy to find exactly what I'm looking for. You can see I currently have 344 entries in total. And here are some different views I have right now. I can see everything in a visual way. I can see the unsorted resources I have, which currently is a lot. These are the files that I added but haven't been able to sort yet or sort completely. So everything that has a blank in its properties comes straight here. I have a math tab just because I have a lot of math resources. And then I have a current tab, which are the resources I'm planning to use in the classroom. For today though, these are some of the resources I'd like to share with you. So Brainy Camp. There's all the info that I input in this entry, so I can sort by any of these things. So for example, I can sort by number sense, so I see all the resources that's related to just number sense. But here's a little preview of what Burning Camp is about. And now I'm going to click on that link, and that takes me straight to the digital manipulatives. So while there's a lot of manipulatives out there that I've tried, this is my favorite. It does require a subscription, but there are these webinars that they host pretty frequently. And during these webinars, they give out trial subscriptions so that participants could follow along. The webinars themselves are very amazing too. They have some amazing guest speakers. So I can play around with all of these right away, or I could find a code that I've saved here and plug that in at the top. And boom, here is a problem that I have designed ahead of time and one that I can reuse again and again. So that's a very neat feature for Brainy Camp. Another new feature that they have that's very neat is the live function, which is a godsend for virtual learning. But yeah, that's a Brainy Camp. There's a lot to discover. And our second resource here is Which One Doesn't Belong, which is a website that has a lot of images. There's a lot of prompts on this website, and it's kind of categorized into these three categories. It gets students to think about attributes of different things like shapes and numbers, and even graphs and equations. So it's not exactly just for PJ, even though I think I labeled it as for PJ and I. I'm actually gonna add S to that. And our third resource here is, again, a math resource. This is from a website that I love, and it's all about math task. and it's actually called the 3-act task in math. This here is about fractions, and it basically walks you through the whole process of running this task. And it even has a 6-day plan here. But what I like to do when I'm on this website is I look at the guide, and it basically has everything that you need to know when you want to try this task with your students. This is one of my favorite things to do with my students, and my students loved it as well because it's fun and it's visual. So it's a great website, but also a great task. Bad News Game is about media literacy, fake news in particular. It puts players in the position of people who create disinformation. And you can see I have the teacher guide or the information sheet for the teacher here that talks about it more in depth. Basically, you play as the person that creates disinformation, which allows students to learn about various tactics that these people use. So like discrediting someone or using emotion manipulation and stuff like that. And the goal is to basically have as many followers as you can while sounding credible and spreading basically fake news. So it's a fun game to play. And the final resource here is the Daily Five, which is actually a book that I've read. So for the books that I've read, I usually would take important scans that I want to maybe keep, and maybe some of the ideas that I want to remember. So I got this off of internet, which is an idea from the book. But basically, I have scans if I took scans and some information on it. Sometimes I also take notes as well, but not for this one. This is an amazing book for teaching literacy. And yeah, that is my filing cabinet.